Since we're talking about Megadeth today, I had to be sure and wear my Metallica shirt. Now, in all seriousness, I came across a crazy story about Dave Mustaine posted by Rockfeed. You got to check this out. It appears Lord Megadeth has been disrespected by some noobs.
Megadeth recently released the first single from their upcoming album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead. That record releases in September. The single is a hard-hitting thrash track called We'll Be Back. And to promote this release, he gave an interview to Rolling Stone. He talked about recently coming into contact with a girl wearing Megadeth clothing, and she had no idea about the band whatsoever, and it really seemingly pissed Mustaine off. One of the songs on this new album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, is called Celebutante, which...
Wearing band merch that you have no idea about is a wild move. It reminds me of this meme. Girls wearing metal band merch. 36-year-old dude. Name 3 songs.
Which Mustaine wrote about women who will do, quote, anything for fame. He pointed out that the Kardashians apparently...
That's a great thing to write a song about. Let's listen to that again. Celebutante.
The album, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, is called Celebutante, which Mustaine wrote about women who will do, quote, anything for fame. He pointed out that the Kardashians apparently influenced a lot of younger girls to wear metal merch, despite the fact that they don't really know much about the bands.
So he's referencing this issue we had a while back where I think that's Khloe Kardashian is wearing a Slayer shirt, and Gary Holt got wind of this and just wasn't having it. So he came back and made a shirt called Kill the Kardashians.
And then he shared an encounter that he recently had in Europe with a girl wearing Megadeth merch who seemingly had no idea what the band was. Mustaine told Rolling Stone, quote, I just saw one of those little monsters just the other day. I was walking down this cute little pass in Holland, and I see these 2 young girls walking, and one of them had a dress on that had Megadeth logos all down the front of it. And I went, oh, wow. I said, hey, that's my band. And she looked at me like, get away from me, you pervert. And I looked at her and I went, no, that's my band. And she put her hands up and started waving me off like an airplane coming to the jet way too fast. He then said Megadeth's photographer asked if they could take a picture of them, assuming they were fans, and they said, I don't know the band. We just got this in a boutique down the street. We don't want to give you our fucking pictures. Mustaine added, I said, she was probably just one of those little celebutante chicks that got it when the Kardashians were wearing Slayer t-shirts.
This is insane. Can you imagine running into Lord Dave Mustaine on the street and then not knowing that you're even wearing his band shirt and then disrespecting him on top of that? Acting like he's some old creep? Oh, I need some WAP juice to calm down here. Almost had a celebutante heart attack. Now, I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I know in the metal sphere, we're very tribal, and we take our values very seriously. I think this story illustrates a fundamental aspect of human nature. We don't want to be deceived. Misrepresenting yourself, what you stand for, what you believe in, has far-reaching ramifications in society. Imagine if a presidential candidate ran his campaign on democratic principles, saying he was a Democrat, and then once he got into office, suddenly flipped into a Republican. That would be an issue. All that to say, if you're going to wear band merchandise or any kind of clothing that represents a particular ideology or a brand, do at least a little bit of homework and be aware of what you're promoting out in the world. Now, as was mentioned, Lord Megadeth and the boys from Megadeth are releasing their new record, The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead, in September. But you might have already heard their single, We'll Be Back, which was released last week, I think. I love listening to Dave's songs because he uses music theory so skillfully. You can hear him rapping the Andalusian cadence in that track, We'll Be Back. He's in the key of G minor, and he plays these arpeggios G minor, F, E flat, and D, ending on the 5 chord. Now, over at my Patreon page below, we do these composition challenges where we all work on a specific concept. And we'll probably do the Andalusian cadence next. A lot of people learn about music theory, but then they forget to actually apply it. On Patreon, we all watch a segment from one of my courses on something like the Andalusian cadence, and then we put it into practice. You can see what everyone else is doing, get inspired, and stay motivated to reach your highest level of guitar mastery yet. Now, I got some good news for you. It just costs you your soul. Now, I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are on this celebutante issue in the comments below. And also let me know, are you excited for the new record, or do you think it's over for Megadeth? Until next time, my friends, stop wearing band t-shirts you don't know about.